Today, the U.S. House voted to impeach President Donald Trump. And unrelated to that, in Jefferson City, the Missouri House voted to censure a St. Louis representative.
Wiley Price is accused of having sex with an intern. Our state Capitol Bureau reporter Emily Manley is in Jefferson City tonight with that story.
Representative Wiley Price IV is the first House member to ever be censured by the Missouri House of Representatives. The nearly 2-hour debate Wednesday left some members emotional as Price spoke out for the first time since the report came out last month.
But I apologize to my friends and my colleagues for even putting us in this position.
St. Louis Representative Wiley Price was reelected in November, but now he faces allegations of having sex with an intern.
I've thought a lot about what I could have done differently to never have been in this position.
Last month, an ethics committee report was released saying the intern was not working for Price, but allegedly he threatened and intimidated his staff member for reporting the relationship.
I said in the ethics report, or in the ethics committee, that I had a problem with a lot of discrepancies that were in the report, and there were a lot of things that were omitted.
During session Wednesday, House members discussed the report, saying Price should be censured, stripped of his committee assignments, and pay the cost of the investigation.
The rep of the 84th have no service from nor supervision over any intern for the remainder of his membership in the House.
Price, speaking for the first time since the report was released, says his staff member told the committee the following.
She says that I came into my office on a tech, unlocked my office door, called her into the office and said, hey, I had sex with an intern last night. I don't really know where the conversation goes at that point, but this is what she reports. She reports that I said I had sex with the intern last night.
Price never admitted Wednesday he had sex with the intern. Previously, he and the intern said it didn't happen. Price also denied having her number.
There was a point I put that in jeopardy by saying I didn't even have this woman's number. Poor judgment on my behalf. For that, I apologize to my colleagues, but more importantly to my constituents.
After that, emotions ran high and an amendment was filed to expel Price.
I didn't come by this decision lightly. I apologize. I'm an emotional person when I'm passionate about something.
But the amendment didn't get the 109 votes it needed to pass. Now, the House did approve to censure Price, which means that he will be removed of all his committee assignments. He will not be allowed to have an intern for the remainder of his time in the House, and he has to pay back the cost of the investigation, which is nearly $23,000. Reporting for our Missouri Capitol Bureau, I'm Emily Manley.